Guys, word reaching me is that Ashlee Jenae's case goes way deeper than what they have told us. And before this video is over, you are going to understand exactly why the official timeline is falling apart and why someone out there does not want this story getting out. Reports are now emerging that suggest Ashlee Jenae may have already been deceased before she and Joe McCann were separated into different rooms. While it is confirmed that Ashlee called her mother to inform her of the argument and the need for separation, there are no subsequent reports of her mother speaking with her after that call. Adding to the growing suspicion, sources on the ground are now claiming that Ashlee may have been poisoned, and a hospital nurse is allegedly prepared to come forward as a whistleblower with information that could fundamentally change the course of this investigation. For those wondering why major news outlets, local bloggers, and influencers in Tanzania have remained largely silent on the Ashlee Jenae case, the answer lies in the deeply troubling media environment that exists there. Journalists and content creators have effectively been prohibited from covering this story. Anonymous whistleblowers are the only source of information, and these individuals are risking their lives to share what they know. In Tanzania, being linked to the spread of so-called misinformation or content deemed harmful to the tourism industry carries consequences far beyond a financial penalty. People simply disappear. This is not an exaggeration. Tanzania recently banned X, formerly known as Twitter, because it had become one of the last remaining platforms where citizens could speak openly. During the most recent elections, activists and journalists were arrested, and some went missing after being taken into police custody. The ruling party claimed victory with 98% of the vote, and those who dared to question the outcome faced treason charges. United Nations experts have raised serious concerns about enforced disappearances and the extreme measures being used to silence dissent. In Tanzania, content creators are now required to obtain a government-issued license simply to post online, and that license can be revoked instantly if the content touches on subjects the government wants buried. International journalists have also been blocked from entering the country to cover sensitive events. The result is a complete and deliberate media blackout. This raises a deeply unsettling question. Was Joe McCann aware of this environment when he chose Zanzibar as the destination for their engagement trip? What is known is that Ashlee and Joe were arguing from the moment they arrived at the villa. According to the Director of Criminal Investigations, the couple checked into Villa number 25 at Zuri Hotel on April 4th, 2026, with a planned departure of April 10th. The fighting reportedly continued from the 4th through the 7th, and by the 8th, a guest in the neighboring Villa number 26 had heard enough and alerted hotel staff. There are also reports claiming that Joe had been leaving Ashlee alone at the villa to spend time with local women, which is said to be the primary source of their ongoing conflict. The prevailing theory among investigators and observers is that Ashlee did not die on April 10th, as the official timeline suggests, but rather on April 8th, and that the press conference was constructed to obscure the truth. According to the official account, after Ashlee and Joe were separated, Joe was relocated to Villa number 65, approximately 8 to 10 minutes away. That same evening, a hotel attendant conducting his rounds visited Villa 25, where Ashlee had remained, and she reportedly asked him for a phone charger. He provided his own charger and continued to Villas 24 and 26, with Ashlee asking him to return in roughly 10 minutes. This detail alone raises immediate questions. Ashlee Jenae was a social media influencer whose entire career depended on her phone remaining charged. The idea that she was staying in a luxury 5-star resort without a charger or power bank is simply not credible. Furthermore, since Joe was the one who was moved to a different villa following the dispute, Ashlee remained in the original room with all of her belongings, which would naturally have included her charging equipment. Additionally, hotel staff conducting routine rounds do not typically carry personal charging cables on their person. If a guest requires a charger, the standard procedure is to visit the front desk. This specific detail does not align with normal hotel operations. According to the official report, the attendant returned approximately 20 minutes later, knocked on the door, received no answer, and found the lights completely off. He then used his key to enter and discovered Ashlee suspended from the internal wardrobe hanging rod using a bathrobe rope. She was reportedly still alive at that point, though in serious distress. Staff raised the alarm and she was rushed to the nearest hospital. Following initial treatment, she was transferred to a second facility for specialized care, where she passed away the following day at approximately 3 p.m. Several elements of this account do not hold up under scrutiny. Standard hotel wardrobe rods are not engineered to bear the full weight of a person. They are designed for hanging clothing and would be expected to give way almost immediately under such pressure. Furthermore, the room was reported to be completely dark. For someone to have carried out every step of what is described, including tying, positioning, and securing, in total darkness, in under 20 minutes, in an unfamiliar luxury villa with multiple rooms, strains all credibility. These are not minor inconsistencies. They are fundamental problems with the official narrative. It is also worth noting that no surveillance footage has been produced to corroborate any part of the attendant's account. Without that evidence, the entire sequence of events, as described by authorities, remains unverified and open to serious challenge. According to sources connected to the whistleblower, Ashlee may have already been dead well before the timeline presented to the public. The autopsy report officially cites strangulation as the cause of death, but a critical question remains unanswered. Was the strangulation caused by a rope or by human hands? Supporting this theory is the fact that Ashlee's last social media post was dated April 5th, and it was geotagged at Serengeti Wildlife, not Zuri, Zanzibar. From the moment the couple allegedly arrived at Zuri on April 4th until her reported death, Ashlee published nothing. Not a single post, story, or update from what should have been a visually stunning and content-rich luxury destination. For someone who regularly documented her life online, this silence is not just unusual, it is alarming. The alleged whistleblower, believed to be a nurse or medical professional at the hospital where Ashlee was treated, is reportedly pointing to the toxicology findings as the key to unlocking what actually happened. According to these claims, Ashlee's body showed signs consistent with a toxic reaction. If confirmed, this would indicate that her death was premeditated and not the result of events that unfolded spontaneously on the night described. The reason this individual has not come forward publicly is the same reason local journalists have stayed silent. In a country where a single tweet can cause someone to vanish, speaking out about a high-profile death is not an act of bravery. It is a matter of survival. The silence surrounding this case is not evidence that there is nothing to uncover. It is evidence that those who know the truth are not safe to speak it. The official account is riddled with contradictions, the media has been effectively muzzled, and the most critical documents, including the full autopsy and toxicology reports, have not been made available to the public. Until they are, the questions surrounding Ashlee Jenae's death will not only remain unanswered, they will continue to grow.